morning and welcome to day 2 of the road trip from Michigan to California. Now, yesterday we made it all the way to York, Nebraska, and today I'm planning on going all the way to Utah. I'm hoping to make it to Utah. There's a town I found called Selina. It's about 880 miles from where we started, which is 80 miles more than yesterday, so we'll see how it goes. The one good thing going is that we're going to be crossing a time zone today, and so I get an extra hour back. I'm really looking forward to today because we're going to be crossing the Rocky Mountains. Right now I'm headed down Highway 80 in this pea soup thick fog, which is pretty unbelievable. And then eventually we'll cross down, take Highway 70 through Denver, and then over the Rocky Mountains. What I'm really looking forward to there, though, is just the pass is supposed to be up over 10,000 feet. And so I hope this fog clears and we can see some beautiful views and so forth. I'll try to capture that along the way. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you a little bit later. So I was just noticing the outside temperature, and it's, as you can see, it's still foggy here. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Outside, though, it's 71 degrees, and so that means that the dew point is up at 71 degrees too, or very near it. So I checked the weather, and it looks like today it's supposed to be in the 90s in the plains, and so with that and dew points in the 70s, it's going to be a real humid day. Fortunately, with going up in the mountains, I think when I'm going up at higher elevations, it's only going to be in the 60s, so that might even be on the cool side. So anyway, today will be a lot of changes with the weather along the way. It's so easy to feel anonymous on the road when you're driving a long distance like this, especially just, I mean, I'm in the middle of Nebraska, right? And it's just there isn't anybody I really know for miles, you know, hundreds of miles even. But about 5 minutes ago, I passed a motorcycle, and it was a motorcycle with a couple on it, and they were towing a little trailer in the back, and they had all these Michigan stickers all over it. And so as I passed them, I just gave them a little wave. And sure enough, they saw me almost immediately and waved back, and it was just having that small moment that isn't anonymous, you know? Like, we both have something in common, that we're from Michigan and we're 1,000 miles away from home. And I think to some extent this extends to people who are drive different cars too, for instance, in the WRX, a lot of people wave if I see another person driving a WRX, or oftentimes people wave to each other. Same thing in the Miata. Lots of people have that as well. Motorcyclists, you know, often wave to each other and so forth. And it's kind of nice when you're on the road to have like a little bit less anonymity, and just traveling's nice. It's nice to have the time alone, but it's also every once in a while it's good to have that human connection with somebody else. So I gotta apologize. I'm going through a sunny day. I'm gonna get hit by the sun here soon, I'm sure. But I just had to interject in this day, and it's just like right now I just passed through, well, this is Aspen, Colorado, and I-70 through the Colorado mountains, the Rocky Mountains. If you ever have a chance to drive this road, do not pass it up. It's just far exceeded my expectations. For the last 3 hours, it's just been twists and turns through the mountains, gorgeous vistas. And then at the end here, we went through Glenwood Canyon, and it was just gorgeous. rock cliffs on either side. It was such a small canyon that the freeway, they actually split up into two sections, and the eastbound section goes down below, almost like it's underneath the westbound, kind of like the westbound is up on a bridge. But it is just, I mean, just stunning through there, just to be so close to the elements. And yeah, I mean, this Glenwood Canyon, it just looks amazing to come back to at some point and go camping there or something else. The fall colors were perfect right now. I mean, this is end of September, but I imagine, I think it's the aspen trees that are all going bright yellow right now. And when those stick out in the mountains of pine trees, oh, it's just amazing. So I mean, it really, like, the last 3 hours have just been an absolute treat. So I'll show some of the video here, I'm sure. I used the GoPro to film straight ahead. You gotta excuse the bugs on the window. I've washed the car window, I think 3 times today so far. But it just seems like it's a constant battle to keep the bugs off the window. Anyway, I'll check back in a little bit. Well, the sun sets on day 2 of the trip from Michigan to California. Sun just went down straight in front of me. You can probably see the gorgeous view of the hills in the background. Purple Mountains majesty for sure. I'm in Utah right now. I've been in Utah for, I don't know, almost an hour. And it looks like I have another 2 hours to go until I get to the destination for tonight. So I'm going to end this video here. Thanks a lot for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow.